Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the Omega Studios SRLP video podcast, coming to you live from Omega Recording Studios in Rockville, Maryland. We'd like to point out that today's podcast is being engineered by students enrolled in the Omega Studio School, and we're very proud of them. If you'd like to know more about the Omega Studio School, check out our website at www.omegastudios.com. I'm very proud to welcome my guest today. This is Ron Land. Everybody, check it out. Hey, all right.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Real happy to have you back here, Ron. It's always a pleasure.
Always
Good to
a
see you,
pleasure.
man.
Good to see
How's
you.
spring of 2025 treating you?
Yeah, so far so good. I started a new band. My new band is called Jack Flash.
Okay.
It's a bass, drum, and guitar with 3 pretty strong vocalists. And I think I'm looking forward to our first show coming up in July.
Okay, so you got something booked?
Yeah, I do, but I don't want to say anything yet.
Okay, well, we'll keep
I don't want. I'm trying to keep it a secret.
just between us.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, let's see. What can I ask you about the new band?
Well,
here's a good question. Are you going to bring them to Omega to record at some point?
Yes, we've already been in Omega twice.
Oh.
Okay, we've been in twice, and you can go to YouTube. You just type in Ron Land, and you'll see it. It's called Jack Flash.
That's cool, man. So does this mean you're launching into like a different vein of songwriting?
Pretty much,
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. More, just a more funkier, dance-oriented, soul-felt, real heartfelt.
I can dig it.
Yeah. It's gonna be cool.
I can dig it.
And while I'm here, I guess since I was supposed to be here with my bass player at least, but it's Mother's Day, so shout out to the mothers out there. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to do this all alone, then that's cool. But I figured since it's Ron Land, and I've been coming to the studio since 2010, my first time doing a show with Neil was 2012.
Wow.
A live show. So I want to give a shout out to the studio, to all. This has been like such a blessing.
For us too.
Yeah. We've been working together for a long time. But I wanted to just tell the story. I'm not rich or famous, but I'm dedicated. I have drive, and I've been persistently writing songs, coming to the studio, which has been helping me grow as an artist. And I just wanted to say, like I cut my fingers off with a chainsaw about 20 years ago or something like that, 25 years ago. And they were like, you're never going to use your hand, like you cut your tendons. So I was like, oh, dude, what am I going to do? So I was like praying about it, and that's why I'm giving God the glory right now, because I said to God, if you heal my hands, I will never stop producing a song, putting out an album, and I've put out probably like 10, 12 CDs, albums. I've been here, we always come up with a new song. So I'm just saying, man, sometimes I want to be an inspiration to other people that, get hurt or something happens to you. If, you can, if you're persistent enough, some things you can overcome. And I just want to give a shout. I'm grateful. Shout out to the Lord and thank God for that, because I just love what I do. I love spreading the music. I'm not doing it for my big ego. I'm doing it from my heart. And I just want people to know that about me. I'm for real. I'm being the real Ron. Because a lot of people are actors, A lot of people are pretending, they're acting, they're doing all these things. But I'm just like, for real.
Well, I didn't know anything about all that. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's cool. And I see you playing guitar, and you're like a virtuoso, man. You're absolutely amazing.
Well, thank you.
I mean, I've never had my fingers cut by a chainsaw, and I can barely tie my shoes. You come back from all that?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's been good.
Right on.
Yeah, so no, I feel, like I said, I feel grateful. And I'm always progressing, with this band or with that band. And then some new thing comes. So music gives you that opportunity that it's limitless. There's no limit. You can be any age and you can still keep rolling. So I feel like a rock star, honestly. I do. Even though I don't get paid like one, but I still feel like one in my heart.
Well, that is very cool and a great segue into having you play some music. So what we want to do right now is we want to cut away to a commercial, and when we come back, Ron's going to play some music, and I'm going to tie my shoes.
We'll be
Stay
back
tuned.
with more
Awesome.
of the Omega
Thank you.
Recording Studios SRLP
Cool,
video
Neil.
podcast after this message.
Awesome.
No theme music?
Live from Studio A at Omega Recording Studios in Rockville, Maryland. Welcome to the Omega SRLP video podcast.
Hey there, everybody. We are back once again in the Omega Studios SRLP video podcast coming to you live from Studio A at glorious Omega Recording Studios in Rockville, Maryland. Once again, my guest today is Ron Land, blues
Thank you.
guitarist extraordinaire. Check it out. Well, we just heard you play a couple songs, man.
Yeah. The song "Miss You Bad" is one of my favorite songs, and it's a real song. Like, I met this girl. She lived in Florida. I lived here in Maryland, and I'd call her up. She's like, "Dude, I miss you bad." And just the way she said it, I was like, "I'm gonna write that into a song." So I wrote that song, and then I got her to move up here. So
Oh, that's good.
Be careful what you write and sing about.
Man, I've been wasting all this time on these dating sites. Writing songs.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Well, Ed, I heard two songs. Now, when you did the second song, you said that you'd lost somebody.
Yeah, and that was the girl I'm talking about, Marcia Houlihan. You know how you watch one of those movies or, missing person kind of thing? Well, she actually was a missing person, and they didn't find her for like a year and a half or something. So it was kind of a sad ending. So that's why I keep these songs alive, because it's like a way of, keeping her spirit alive. So the second song was called "Till I See You Again." And whenever I would leave her, I came up with this song, like, "Until I See You Again." I always have these memories on my mind, kind of thing. So, like, that's what I guess this year for me, 2025, is about being as real as you can be, as authentic as you can be. Like, you spend a lot of your time in life trying to, be like this or be like that. Especially in music, you want to go with all the fads and all the things that are happening. I was like, some of the things I do may seem a little weird, but I go, a lot of it's pretty cool. So, you just got to trust yourself, basically. And so this year, starting my new band, Jack Flash, and I'm trusting myself that we are going to tear it up.
It's cool.
Cool.
Yeah, we lost somebody in the Omega family.
Oh, no.
Rick Herons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was the guy in the shop who fixed things around here.
Right, yeah.
And so I feel where you're coming from.
Right, yeah.
We all miss Rick, and it's very sudden. You probably met him.
I
You
have
probably
met
crossed
him.
paths with him and
Yeah.
everything.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was just I don't know, a couple weeks ago. They had a memorial service for him on last Sunday.
Oh, wow.
A week ago.
Yeah.
So, but that's the way it goes, man.
That is how it
You
goes.
gotta value the time you're here,
Yep.
all that stuff, people you're around, make as much music as you can.
Exactly.
People remember you, they'll see you,
Yeah.
they'll hear you in the music.
Yeah, and I'm doing like on YouTube, I'm doing my own page, So I started in 1989, and I'm doing like, being, all the way up to 2025. And it's like a legacy. It's not, like I said, I'm not rich, I ain't famous. But when I look at all the work, I'm like, wow, that's amazing that you, over the years, have accumulated all this work. And I want to share it with people. It's, that's why we do it.
Sure.
So it's cool. I'm really.
Well, now does the new band gonna get a new page or?
Yeah, we're gonna get a new page.
That's
yeah.
cool. Is it something we're looking for? Hasn't
Yeah,
happened yet.
it hasn't happened.
Okay,
yet.
well, you guys will all be looking for that. Say the name of the band again.
Jack Flash.
Jack of Flash, that's it. And will the page gonna be like a social media thing or? You don't know?
I'm not sure yet. I'll figure something out.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll get it out there through social media some way. But yeah, Jack Flash to me, like people are like, what does that mean, Jack Flash? To me,
I caught the reference.
yeah, it's just like a mystical figure that's like really, actually, if I could say it, pretty badass, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how I view the band, you know. We grew, that's it. Jack Flash.
Absolutely. Well, before we got started today, what you missed while we were setting up was this mad debate amongst my students about what did we have? We had basketball players, we had prize fighters, who's gonna take it. I didn't hear no debates about who's the best blues guitarist, Keith Richards versus Eric Clapton,
Oh, wow.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
You can appreciate that.
I
Coming from
can.
the blues background, everything.
Yeah,
So the next time we have a debate like that, I'm going to get Ron in here.
okay.
Find out what he thinks about who's the best guitarist and stuff.
Cool, I'll give you some tips.
If it's not you, it might just be you.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, listen, we are actually going to cut away right now so we can have some more music with Ron. So what we want to do is go to a commercial right now, get a message from our sponsors, which I guess is these people. And when we come back, more music with Ron Land. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
We'll
Thank
be
you.
back with more of the Omega Recording Studios SRLP video podcast after this message.
Cool, thanks. How did we do, Neil?
That was great.
That was good. Cool.
My mic fell off.
Yeah.